My season started as soon as we finished nationals last year. I did not get to jump at the United States Olympic trials, so we just started training ever since last summer. It's been a building process. I've always had Coach Kendricks there with me. And once we went to this first meet in December, that was kind of our checkpoint. So we wanted to see where we stood, and we stood well. We stood high. We knew we could continue. We knew we had backup training to go forward. And just going through indoor season, we had a lot of success. We broke some records. We surprised some people, and we got third at nationals. And I was ecstatic. I was so happy. Set a PR, new school record. I couldn't have been happier. Well, moving on to outdoor season, that's when things really got exciting for me. I can't imagine it going any different now, and I wouldn't change anything about it. First meet at Mississippi State, not so great. Nobody jumped well at that meet, and conditions weren't so hot. When we go to Texas, the competition just surged forward, and I was able to jump the highest in the NCAA this year, 19 feet 3/4 of an inch. Doing that just set my mindset. I knew I could do it. I didn't know when I'd do it. But just having done it means I can do it again, and I can be the most competitive. And looking forward, after I've looked back on my season, I know that I'm one of the most competitive vaulters in the NCAA, and I had that confidence going in. Well, my father and I, we have a exceptional situation. It's kind of great. I've never seen anything like before. He always draws attention to the great coaches of the past who coach their sons or have an athlete that live with them for the years before they get into the competitive circuit. And I just think of a father-son, or we're at home, but out here on the track is a coach-athlete, and it's a father-son. Him having been able to coach me all these years just lets him inside my mind just a little bit more than any other coach could. He understands my strengths, my weaknesses, and my limits, as do I. And I want to perform for him just because he's my father. You know, I don't want to disappoint my father, but he'd never be disappointed in me. I know I'll have a coach that's always going to be there for me, and I have a coach that's always going to be there for me when I get done at the track. So, on the outside though, I think of how the rest of the team looks at us. They don't look at me in the pole vault, they look at me and Coach Kendricks. We're kind of a duo. There's some talk about that before in the past, but when they think about Ole Miss pole vault, I want them to think about what we do, me and Coach Kendricks, and that's very special to me. Well, being second in SECs, just like I was at my freshman year, the same fellow. He's a very competitive vaulter from Arkansas. I know I can compete with him every time. Come out a little bit on the bottom in outdoor SECs these past couple of years. Going to nationals. Last year I was not proud of my performance. I thought I was capable of much more, and this year I know that I had the training and the experience to go perform exceptionally well at Oregon. How does it feel going back to nationals? Well, going to Hayward Field this year is exciting for me. I went there last year to watch, and it was completely different. It's like made for track and field. And I know Isaiah Young could tell you that the people there and the competition there is just a little bit different. It's kind of alien to what we do around here sometimes. I know just today I was practicing with Coach Kendricks. It was just me and him out there. And whenever we get in these big competitions, my mind just goes back to these practices, this training that we do. And it just kind of seems the same. It's completely different. It may sound kind of strange that it's completely different going to all these people and all this competition, all these big names out there, but my mind just goes back when we're in competition and what we prepare for. And going into nationals now, I know that having done all this training, I'm ready. My name is Sam Kendricks, and I am an Ole Miss Rebel.